Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Edible Truths. Today we're tackling one of the most iconic pastries out there, the croissant. Flaky, buttery, impossible to eat without making a mess, but here's the first truth bomb. It's not French. At all. Most people think croissants are as French as the Eiffel Tower or baguettes. France literally calls them a national treasure. But the real story? It starts hundreds of miles away in Austria. First, meet the ancestor, the Kipferl, spelled Kipferl. This crescent-shaped roll has been around in Austria and parts of Central Europe since at least the 13th century. That's over 800 years ago. Records from Vienna mention it as early as 1227 as a Christmas treat given to a duke. It was made with a yeasted dough, sometimes sweetened, often with nuts or fillings. Crescent shapes weren't new either. They've popped up in breads and cakes since ancient times, possibly even Egypt or the Renaissance. But the Kipferl is the direct grandpa of our modern croissant. Story goes the Ottoman Empire was attacking Vienna. Turkish soldiers tried to tunnel under the city walls at night. But the bakers, working early morning shifts, heard the digging and raised the alarm. The brave bakers saved Vienna. To celebrate the victory and mock the Ottomans, bakers created a pastry shaped like the crescent moon that is on the Ottoman flag. Turns out this whole story was a myth. But guess what? This wasn't the only myth about the croissant. Let's look into some other myths and see what we can unfold. Another myth is the modern flaky, buttery croissant is purely Austrian. But the truth is, French bakers took the Austrian idea, added serious butter lamination technique, and turned it into the light, airy pastry. Another myth is Marie Antoinette bringing the croissant to France in the 1770s. Marie Antoinette, the Austrian princess who married French King Louis XVI in 1770, got homesick and brought Kipferl to France. French bakers renamed it croissant in her honor. Cute story, but there is zero evidence. No records from her time even mention any of this. She never invented the croissant or brought it over to France. So, how did the croissant become French? In 1838 to 1839, an Austrian artillery officer named Auguste Zong moved to Paris and opened a bakery with dreams of changing the world. He brought authentic Viennese Kipferl, which became flakier than before due to his magic baking skills. It went absolutely wild in France with many long lines outside his bakery. Newspapers highlighted the popular croissant and other French bakers copied him fast. They upgraded the dough with laminated yeast pastry, folding butter in layers for that signature flakiness. By the 1840s, they called it croissant, French for crescent. And voila, the modern buttery croissant was born. Today, croissants are everywhere around the world. These fancy French croissants can be found at every local coffee shop, restaurants, or grocery store. Fun facts: true croissants use butter and not margarine. The flakiest ones have over 55 layers. Also, National Croissant Day is January 30th, so make sure to mark your calendars. So next time you tear into a warm croissant, remember, it's Austrian at heart, French by perfection. What's your favorite way to eat a croissant? Is it plain, chocolate, or almond? Drop it in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to the Edible Truths for more tasty history, myths, and facts. Thanks for watching. Stay flaky and stay curious.